Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast. I feel energized.
Nice.
Yes. We are posting this days late, but let's not talk about that. I was not going to talk about that. I just did.
Which one?
That we're posting this late in the week.
Yeah, we wanted to give people time.
True. Ganda
So,
na. We're being mindful because this
yeah.
is a spoiler-full episode.
Yeah.
It's time to back out, guys. If you haven't seen Avengers, Endgame, or Game of Thrones, Battle of Winterfell, which is the third episode of the 8th season.
It's actually called The Long Night.
Oh, sorry. The Long Night.
Uh-huh.
Turn this off. Because ang daming mga spoiler-free reviews, diba?
Yeah,
This
is
not
a spoiler.
yeah. Spoiler review.
Yeah. And again, this isn't a 1-2
Deep dive.
because we want to cram these two events.
Mhm. Very huge event.
Yeah, kasi kaya we wanted to do a 1-2 in the shallow
Dive.
Yeah. Kasi
Ano
wala.
ka ba? That song is about being in the deep. We're far from the shallow now. But we are in the shallow. I still can't get that. Shahalo ba? Shahahalo or shalalalo?
Well, according to our good friend Kyle, if you know the song, you'd know it.
In the shahalo.
So, hindi to super deep dive kasi parang, well, one, it's an emergency pod.
Yeah.
Kasi these are two major events. And I call them events kasi I think it's a...
This is the first time this is happening. Is it? Yeah. A 12-year movie franchise. 12 years, no?
Yeah, so again, we're gonna talk about Endgame and Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Pero let's start with Endgame muna.
Okay.
Tama ka.
Tama.
Tama ka. It's 12 years ba?
We might not have our facts right.
Yeah, that's why again this is not a deep dive. We just want to do the aftermath conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys wanna you've been talking to your friends and whatever, pero this is the real shit.
Labo.
Kidding. Okay. So
Endgame, we watched it on its opening day.
Yeah. So how we do things here when we do a 1-2 shush.
Have we ever done a shallow dive?
We have.
Okay.
We want to talk about not just the movie, pero ano nangyari sa how was the cinema? May spoilers ba?
Mm-hmm.
And we won't go so deep into the plot, like parang recapping.
I think they got it.
Yeah. So anyway,
I mean, disclaimer.
I just want to share na tama eh. Aside from this being the first time na parang kasi we know that my trilogies, diba?
Mm-hmm.
I think the longest series that I have followed is the Rocky series.
Ako Harry Potter.
Ayaw nga pala. Harry Potter. Well, Rocky medyo may
8
laban na.
movies yung Harry Potter.
Well, ang Rocky may laban eh. Rocky went 5 original and then a Balboa 6.
Wala silang lahat sinabi sa Daisy 7. Season 20 plus yun eh. Yung sex bomb na TV series.
Okay. So, aside from that, I think humanity needed this movie. That's why I call it an event.
I was trying to think of what would be the same thing for the baby boomers as this is to us, and I couldn't think of anything.
Ano ulit ang baby boomer?
Our parents.
Shit.
Your parents. My
Star
parents,
Wars.
I think, are I don't know. Star Wars.
Star Wars na siguro.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Anyways, here.
Kasi I think that kaya siguro naman na-feel nila yun kasi Star Wars, wala namang social media. After
Yeah.
a movie, walang fan theories,
Yes.
walang Reddit.
Yeah.
So, I think, mas maraming movies yung Marvel. But, given the time,
Yeah.
nung time na yun,
Yeah.
I mean, the anticipation,
Yes.
you could match it. Anyway, so, Avengers Endgame.
I think it made $1.2 billion on its opening weekend or opening day,
Hindi ko alam.
as Chris Pratt said on his Instagram.
Yeah, but Venom made, kaya natatawa nga ako whenever like actors like say, oh my God, we made X amount of money in this
Billion?
opening. We made X amount of money in the opening weekend. Kasi, yun nga, a movie like Venom, wala basta fake na yung numbers na yun.
Talaga?
Kasi i-release nila in China and whatever. So anyway.
So
Anyway, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity
Game. Infinity.
We loved it.
Yes.
I
loved it.
I think it was everything that we expected and hoped it would be.
Because Jim and I did not watch the trailers. We that's something we don't like doing when we expect a lot from a movie. We don't want to watch the trailer because we don't want to expect even more or parang expect a specific thing to happen. But we want to be surprised. Para we're blown away.
Yeah, kasi
with the experience of watching it talaga.
But the thing is, yung masakit nga sa akin yun because one of the best experiences of watching a movie is like seeing a trailer and like, oh my God. And then just full anticipation.
Ngayon kasi ang hirap kasi the trailers show most of the movie.
In fairness, tong Endgame,
hindi pala.
Halos wala.
Okay.
So we were successful doing that in Infinity War. We didn't watch. Ay, hindi.
No, Force Awakens.
Infinity War meron eh. So parang kumare, imagine not seeing that scene in Infinity War, yung Wakanda Forever, and then running. Fuck. Not having any idea na magkakaroon ng ganon.
Ang ganda talaga ng Wakanda scenes talaga.
So, we will get there.
Okay.
So,
I'm remembering Endgame.
Yeah. That's why kaya
we have to watch it again and I want to watch it IMAX, Jim.
Okay.
Apparently, you can see more.
Oh.
There's parang the camera captured more. It's wider.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we watched it in a big cinema. Okay, disclaimer. Well, not a disclaimer, an explanation. We usually watch movies at Vertis North, which is near our house. It's in Ayala Mall. And okay naman yung crowd dun. But we usually watch Cinema 1, which is the Lazy Boy one. Even Jim and I are not super magkatabi. We're very far from each other. And that's how we like it. Pero sa this time, yung Endgame, everything was sold out already.
Yeah.
And we were only able to watch the Cinema 2, which is the bigger venue. It's not the Lazy Boy.
It's the usual
you're
cinema.
Seated close together. And unfortunately, while Cinema 1 is the bomb, audio-wise as well, Cinema 2's audio, sama.
Sucked. Kaya the whole
siya surround or something.
The whole Tony Stark monologue at the beginning was, I couldn't hear a thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't understand a word. So, that's supposed to set up your feelings. But anyway, okay. So, I decided to, I think this is how we should do it. Let's chop it up into parts.
Okay, so I'll let you moderate because I will just go on.
Okay, so let's do the 5 days later.
Wait lang and look at the time. Kailangan hatiin natin tong episode to into 2 kasi Game of Thrones.
Let's see. So the first part, let's do is what we'll do is the first part, the right after the snap.
Okay.
The second part is the time traveling, and then the last part is the war.
Okay.
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 So, what were your thoughts on Tony Stark, Captain Marvel saving the ship, bringing them back? Tony's depressed.
Captain Marvel.
And then they go straight to Thanos, kill him, and it's over. Parang he says, wala na, nagamit ko na yung Infinity Stones. The gauntlet is just
I thought
destroyed.
that was great. It's parang, oh wow.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they just did that. With all these fan theories, that's how they killed Thanos. Parang ako, ang angas nito. Totally off. I think it took everyone by surprise.
It didn't take me.
Oh, syempre, ikaw na kasi nag-iisa ka. Mahal na mahal kita. Labo! Anyway. Pero, Okay, first, I loved, pati i-silent yung phones, diba?
Sorry.
Can you pretend we're in the cinema, Jim?
Sorry.
I loved also na nag-away na naman si Iron Man and Captain America. Like, there was that, ang galing talaga mag-acting ni, RDJ.
Yeah.
Pag galit siya eh. Parang, I like that they fought a little bit and...
Hindi, kasi ang ganda kasi it brings back the themes that were so prevalent in Ultron,
Civil
Age
War.
of Ultron. More of Age of Ultron because basically Age of Ultron was Tony saying, having that vision and then seeing na we have no defense. And yun nga, apparently nga pala talaga the visions that they saw in Age of Ultron when Scarlet Witch...
Is that a different timeline?
It's pretty much the same kasi the Asgardians die kay Thor. I think
so it's
Captain America dances with Peggy. Iron Man sees the world crumble. So anyway, ang ganda kasi, diba, the whole theme of that was Tony, you can't build a defense. And then ang ganda ng callback to Cap saying, if we lose, we'll die together. Ang ganda. Yeah. So, but again, audio ruined my experience. I couldn't hear what they were saying.
In fairness, the crowd was good, except for that one guy behind us.
Yeah.
But everyone else was good. There were kids near us. Yeah. They were very behaved. Props to you guys. Props to the parents.
So, okay.
Wait lang. As nasa right after the snap pa tayo, diba? Before, ano ba yung second mo?
The time travel,
okay.
The time heist.
Ay, sige. Nasa time heist na pala ako.
Okay. So, I guess, ang ganda ng pagka-setup, because it immediately establishes the movie as, well, one, wow, where we go from here, diba? But we kind of knew naman na it would involve time traveling, diba?
What about the intro? Did you love it? Hawkeye? That was so painful.
Yeah.
Pag talikod niya, wala na yung family niya.
I just wish they didn't show in the trailer yung Ant-Man, yung, hey, I'm Ant-Man, and then like, nakita ko yun sa trailer. The teaser trailer. So parang, oh fuck, magta-time travel. Well, that was the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
The Wasp. Evangeline Lilly.
So, anyway, again, ang ganda kasi it sets up the movie. Diba? Parang, where are we going? Thanos is dead. So we know it's gonna be time traveling and and plus it gets it has an emotional pull because you can set up na, what is the world after the snap? 5 years after the snap, diba?
Galing nung 5 years later,
Yeah.
I was like that. It's just something I did not expect. I liked it. And I mean, I think everyone loved Thor as the fat, lazy guy. Just so unexpected once again. And, yeah.
Okay. So, time heist. Well, for me, I absolutely love this because
I love all time travel stuff.
Kasi again, me and Saab have read Infinity Gauntlet like more than 2 times na. And
kala mo ang daming times. We read it more than twice.
Kasi we super love that comic book. And since the beginning of the Avengers, kaya nga, honestly, I was disappointed with the first Avengers. Mali rin naman ako because I was thinking, fuck, hindi pa ginamit yung Infinity Gauntlet story.
Kala mo yun na yun dapat.
Sobrang disappointed ako na it was low-key and like,
low-key.
Hindi ako kinilig and all that. Pero, ang ganda, what I loved about this second section of the movie was one, it did something that all these Marvel movies, standalone movies, have not done yet. It was so comic booky. Even the way they were conversing, like this is like Back to the Future. Parang no, basta parang ang ganda na they called it out. Na, okay, ang daming ko kontra, ang daming mga paradox, whatever. Pero just
stick with it.
just let's have fun.
Yeah, that was nice.
Lang. And then even having them in these white suits, and then it felt like fucking Power Rangers.
It felt like, sa last episode mo, Armageddon.
Yeah. Parang
Parang
Armageddon sila.
Mukhang may Bruce Willis dito ah.
So, I love the fact na
ang ganda na they parang it was a nod. It was a time travel for us as well as fans to go back to these old movies. It was so nice.
Yun talaga. As
diba?
Yun yung time na konti na lang I was gonna hold Kyle's hand. Not even yours.
Yeah, thanks, babe.
Pero, so, one, I love the fact na super comic booky yung, as in, the plot and even what they were gonna do. And, again, yun nga, medyo may, alam mo naman na may flow na diba? May flow na ang mga comic book movies na to. Let's say, there's a conflict, superhero gains power, conflict, finds himself, that the power is not him, and the power is not what defines him, but it's what he is that defines the hero. And then resolution. But here, I love na parang, wow, it's just a completely different flow.
Yeah.
Na it was a heist.
It was very, very enjoyable to watch.
It was like Ocean's 11 with my favorite.
Yeah, that's true.
Fictional characters.
Time heist. Ang cute talaga ni Paul Rudd. I love him. Sorry, I'm getting off track.
So the Cap versus Cap battle was awesome. Even the nod in the elevator kasi favorite scene ko yun sa Winter Soldier.
Yes. Yung always, ang ganda, in-expect ko rin na parang may fight. Oh my gosh.
Hail Hydra.
Ang ganda. And then the Cap versus Cap. That was cool. And America's ass. Damn, America's ass.
And then, I love, like, yun nga, it was such a treat for us kasi like, yung when they finally arrested Loki, diba? We didn't see those things Parang so everything was, so aside from being such a great narrative, daming treats for us fans, diba? Okay, that's
and
it.
Ako, I liked the heart-wrenching, hindi naman heart-wrenching, but it was sweet that Tony Stark was able to talk to his dad.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Roger Sterling from Mad Men. Love that guy.
Best.
It was
and
nice,
even,
no?
Ako, for me, one of the most emotional parts of the movie was Cap seeing Peggy.
Yeah.
Doon ako na, oh my God.
And I didn't know that maybe I must have forgotten or na it was his assistant was named Jarvis pala, the dad of Tony Stark. I missed that, I guess.
Ano pa?
Sa mga time travel. So there's the went to New York. Tilda Swinton was cool.
One thing rin
ganda.
One thing rin I really liked was how they did Professor Hulk. Na finally, after all these films, they bring out Professor Hulk.
Yeah, the comic book Hulk na.
The production was so good.
Yeah.
You could feel his character being there. It didn't feel like CGI. Alam mo, it didn't feel like CGI. It felt, you felt the connection.
Yeah, Bruce Banner.
Yeah. So that's the time heist, and now we go to.
Wait, you have nothing to say about the Thor, ano?
Oh yeah, that was good. In props to Natalie Portman.
Yeah, for a nice cameo. I mean, just being a beautiful.
Rene Russo kasi so good and I love, like, if parang I felt like I was Thor and I wanted to hug my mom.
Oh, that's sweet. And what about Rocket? Can you imagine that's the voice of in the Shaha, Shaha. Ang galing ng voice acting niya.
Yeah. So now I want to go to the best part of the movie.
By the way, wait lang, sorry. Nung nag-travel 5 years later, diba? And when they got to Asgard, it was that time that the guy behind us started talking.
Yeah.
And he's like, si Thor. Yung bato. Yung friends niyang bato. Parang okay.
Grabe, me and Saab were like, shh.
Grabe, I just don't understand why is the
Bastos
need for a
talaga.
commentary. It's like, we can see, dude. The screen is big.
Yeah.
Parang, it reminded me talaga of when we were watching General Luna. Tapos parang may nagde-test sa tabi natin na parang, si ano. Parang, okay, we get it. You read your history books. Shut up. Sorry.
Okay. Now, we go to the favorite part, the war.
Wild.
one. Well, again, we are just basing this on one screening and all on memory. Wala kaming naka-open na laptop or computer, whatever.
First of all, when they thought they were in the clear. When Hulk wore the Infinity Gauntlet and snapped. Oh, ang ganda.
Hindi,
And they
Paul Rudd was looking out the window.
Yun nga yun. So, nag-snap na siya. Looked out the window. There were birds. More creatures na are alive. Bruce Banner's, Hawkeye's wife was calling. So, parang everyone's like, oh my gosh, ito na.
Yeah.
Biglang,
I think that was one of the best explosions ever.
Another one was the Iron Man, was that 2 or 3?
Which one?
Yung sumabog rin yung headquarters ni Iron Man.
Yeah, that was
Wild
pretty cool.
yun.
That was pretty cool. That was 3.
This was reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
Ang sobrang wild nito. Laki ng role ni Nebula, ha?
Yeah.
She's the catalyst for this.
Yeah. So awesome explosion.
Wild.
And what I love talaga is like you were just going on a ride the whole movie. So parang okay, oh shit. It's like the 3 Origs versus Thanos.
Ganda.
Game time. Okay na ako dito. Masaya na ako. Ito na yung final battle.
Cap getting Thor's hammer.
Again, ang ganda kasi, yun nga, they were playing around with that, diba? In Ultron. And then, ang ganda ng, the Russo brothers kasi, I love how they fucking direct fight scenes. Talaga eh. Kasi, my favorite Avenger movie naman talaga, my favorite Marvel movie is Captain America Winter Soldier. And it's Russo brothers rin.
Ang ganda ng fight scenes.
Ang galing talaga ng fight scenes eh. Parang you don't feel any fucking CGI.
Yeah.
You feel like every blow is a blow.
Yeah.
So anyway, ang ganda ng, okay, here we go. Okay.
Ang ganda ng bugbog kay Captain America and then he's left on the floor. Parang done na. I'm done. And if I'm not mistaken, that's when he starts hearing the voice. Was it Captain America?
Yeah.
It was, no?
Yeah. And then...
And the whole... Actually, na-feel ko yung buong cinema. I was like oh.
What the fuck? Parang the funny thing is you knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
You knew, but the way...
Kasi everyone knows na nag-snap na eh. So the people are back.
And then the way that like Black Panther came in and then...
The silhouettes pa lang eh, no?
In direction talaga eh. It's like how it zoomed out.
And the beauty of Doctor Strange's...
The circles was just...
Noong una, isa pa lang eh.
As
biglang dumami.
Pero again, just so you know, in the cinema, maingay na yung mga tao. And we didn't care.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa! Mga ganun na. Ako naman, personally, I don't want to do that. And I didn't want to do that.
You're screaming inside.
But when he fucking said,
assemble. Oh!
Hindi ko nakayanan.
I think that's one of the best. Ako,
it trumps for Frodo na.
I cried a lot of times in this movie. Ano yung first time kong umiyak? I'm trying to remember. But that was one of them, yung assemble. Kasi sobrang nakakakilig eh. Grabe.
Kasi they teased it in Ultron. Yeah, in Ultron.
Said that also.
He says, Avengers?
Assemble. Yeah.
No, he doesn't say it.
Yun na Avengers lang.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kaya we waited all these movies
oh my gosh,
for
we
him
have to watch that
it.
again.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, grabe talaga yung when he said that, sumigaw ako. As in, oh my God! As in, ganun. In the cinema, I have never done that. Hindi ko na kayanan.
As in, I must have been so, I know, I was very annoying to be beside. Kasi I don't want to bother anyone, but I was bothering Jim the whole movie. As in, I just kept whispering. Hindi ko yung spoil for it.
Yeah.
But I kept whispering.
The others were okay.
I was just like...
The others were okay. There is just one unforgivable
I know, I'm sorry. I was just so excited.
Armageddon ako ni Saab.
Armageddon
ako ni Saab. So, again, doesn't this trump, Helm's Deep? Return of the King? Doesn't
I
it?
don't know.
I think it does.
I don't know.
I think it does.
For Frodo?
Yeah, I think it beats for Frodo.
No, Gandalf's, pagpasok?
No, the we have to choose it. Either Helm's Deep or this, pero wala naman yung for Frodo sa Helm's Deep eh. Pero
Yeah.
yung the pagpasok ni Gandalf and the Riders of Rohan, may laban. Pero, hindi.
But
Iba
it's
talaga
very
to eh.
similar nga.
Iba talaga
Last
kasi ako,
minute save.
superhero.
Very Battle of the Bastards.
Kasi ako, this was like a fucking... Like, everyone was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Maybe the difference lang is... sige.
Well, like, ako rin kinilig rin ako sa... I checked with... Because I watched it with Jim and Kyle, our friend. And I checked with them. And not that I had to, but I didn't know if it was because I was a woman that sobra akong kinilig dun sa... When Peter Parker had the gauntlet and then he was kind of getting freaked out na. And then the girls said... Like, nagsama-sama lahat ng girls, like... Don't worry, she's got him. And then all the girls stood up.
That was cool.
And they were talking about how Captain Marvel was like gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And sobra akong kinilig dun. And once again, umiyak na naman ako.
Yeah.
Sobra akong dun. Yeah. So I checked it and like if it was just me or also them, and sabi nila they also found that super cool. So that was
and the thing is, I think MVP rin talaga. I mean, aside from Downey and I am gay for Evans. Holland is so fucking good.
Holland is so cute.
He's so good. As in,
he's my love.
As in, nafe-feel ko yung tangina, gusto ko rin dyan. Pwede ba makipag-bakbakan dyan?
Tsaka sobrang bagay talaga yung voice niya kay Peter Parker, no?
So,
pero I love rin talaga Black Panther eh.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever!
He didn't say that.
I know, but still.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that this time. Avengers, assemble! But parang iba yung accent ko.
So, okay, and then they fight, and then...
What do you think about Captain Marvel? Was she underused?
Later.
Okay. So yeah, we have thoughts on Captain Marvel.
Now, okay.
Poor Captain Marvel talaga.
War. Captain Marvel comes in, blows up the ship.
That was cool though, when everyone parang hindi na sila tumitira sa ground.
Yeah.
Like, what are they shooting at?
But I was kind of scared. That was cool.
Yeah.
But I was kind of scared na, oh no. After all of this beauty, parang, again, nothing against Captain Marvel. But one movie in, don't tell me na she's gonna come in and she's gonna beat Thanos. That was my worry naman.
I think that was everyone's worry.
Not because I don't like the character. It's just like, come on, man.
I think that was everyone's worry. That's a legit
we have to
concern.
give it to the founding fathers, diba?
Yeah. And they did. They gave it to them.
Yeah. Oh. And then, so...
But Captain Marvel was integral because without her, Iron Man would be dead.
Yeah. That's why... okay, later.
Yeah. Okay.
So they get... and then the Doctor Strange looks at Tony, then says one.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Jim and I have different interpretations.
Yeah. Ako... It's
You thought he confirmed?
No, he was confirming na this is the one in 14 million
billion.
I don't
know.
Chance that they will win.
Ako naman, my interpretation was because he did that right after pinatalsik ni Thanos si Captain Marvel, diba? And then he did the number one. I thought he was telling Tony Stark na this is the one chance that we have to make it the 1 in 14 million. So you better fucking do something.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
And we're different.
It could be this, or because pinatalsik si Captain Marvel, baka hindi na ito. Parang I don't know.
I think it's he confirmed it.
And Courtney naman, because diba he said if I confirm it, it's not gonna happen.
But he just said one. He just kaya yun yung laban.
Spoiler.
He just
Is Doctor Strange a spoiler? No, if he were a spoiler, he wouldn't have.
So Tony jumps to Thanos.
But this was our theory from Infinity War pa lang. When he gave the time stone to Thanos, we knew, right?
Yeah.
We said, and that's exactly why Tilda Swinton, what's her name? Sorceress? Empress?
Oh.
I forgot. That's why she gave it ano bang, ano niya? They gave the time stone to Hulk because nabilib siya na if Doctor Strange gave it to Thanos himself and he's the best, he must have known what was coming.
Yeah.
And that was our theory na they're gonna come back.
Yeah. Again,
but everyone has been questioning kulang daw ng remorse si Star-Lord.
Wait. Sige. Tapusin muna natin yung...
Okay. Wait,
we're gonna go to questions and nitpicks.
Okay.
So Tony gets the gauntlet, steals it, and then ito na yung Armageddon ni Saab. Before the greatest line.
He didn't steal a gauntlet, he stole the stones.
Stole the stones. Si Saab, bumulong sa akin. I knew he was gonna say it.
So Thanos said, I am inevitable.
And then si Saab whispered to me, I am Iron Man. Oh my God.
It's just like because I could have written this movie, Charot. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, masakit.
I'm so sorry, Jim. Let it go.
Masakit pa rin puso ko that happened.
So
I cannot
sorry.
believe.
Would you?
I cannot
Jim,
believe na
it
ginawa
was
mo yun sa akin.
I'm so sorry I did that to you.
I'm still so fucking hurt.
I'm so sorry. But I didn't shout it out loud. I thought kasi that you
ruined it.
Come on, I'm so sorry.
It really hurts. Until now, I look back
I'm
with
so
pain.
sorry.
I look back with what could have been.
I'm so sorry.
What could have been yung experience ko.
This is the most sorry I have ever had to be. I'm so sorry.
Yun yung feeling ko.
I'm so sorry.
As in,
can you ever forgive me?
I try. I'm trying.
Oy, sobrang oy.
I'm trying.
So, ha? Forgive me, Jim. I'm so sorry. I was just so excited and I needed to freaking shout it. But I couldn't shout it in the cinema.
I'm trying.
Grabe. Yeah.
So, okay, great line. Awesome. Call back to Iron Man 1. Snaps his finger.
Yeah, just one.
So does the snap. Heroes win.
So when he snapped, what do you think he thought? That all these bad guys disappear?
Yeah, all the bad guys. Yeah.
So Gamora doesn't disappear?
Obviously, she doesn't.
Why obviously?
Kasi may Guardians 3.
Yeah, kasi we were thinking it's either he was thinking all these guys not from this timeline disappear. I mean, not from this time. Or all the bad guys.
The ending, of course, the last part, the funeral, which was great. The kid in Iron Man 3, yun pala yung isang kid dun.
Yeah. May nag-message sa akin about that.
It was great. Good send-off for Tony. And then a better send-off for Cap. Ang ganda rin. I loved how, the ending actually ended the arc of each character based on how they were as heroes. Tony was always flashy with the one-liner, with the kaboom. Na, I'm gonna, like, diba, Avengers 1, he's the one who flew up the ship and tried to, he's the one who, parang, I'm gonna make the ultimate sacrifice. I'm the fucking hero. And Cap is just always, like, always steady, always grounded. And even his ending, diba, was like, okay, I'm going to quietly go back in time, put these stones back in place so that the timeline won't be fucked up. And I'm gonna end peacefully dancing. And I'm gonna live my life.
But I think people hated that.
What?
Hated that.
What?
They say super ruined his arc.
No!
Because if you look at the previous movies, he was saying na parang, I wanted stability and blah, blah. But when I was frozen, when I was unfrozen, a different man came out. And I don't want that anymore. So bakit daw siya binalik dun? Well, time travel siya and he saw what he was missing, I guess,
well,
right?
Yeah. And I think, parang, ako naman it completes kasi it's not like he's saying, I'm copping out, like, I don't want to do this anymore. It was like, parang,
it's
enough
time.
is enough, yeah. Parang I have to move on.
What do you think about him giving the shield to Falcon?
I just wish it wasn't Anthony Mackie.
I don't think they're gonna continue it naman eh.
There is me show. My
Right.
Disney Plus show called Falcon and the Winter
I
Soldier.
do like Anthony Mackie, but just
don't
not on the
like
same
him.
level as Chris Evans.
Yeah, he's just so cheesy. Like, well, I don't know. Sebastian Stan, I love
Sebastian Stan.
As in,
But he can't be Captain America.
Well, yun yeah. So, anyway. Okay. We're now 40 minutes in.
Okay lang, we'll make this a 2-hour episode.
Okay, let's go into questions and nitpicks. Okay, so ang ganda ng isang question mo about Cap and the time travel. And the thing is, when after kasi the movie, syempre we were like, okay, so paano to? Na-split yung timeline? Ano ba?
Yeah, we were exploring
So,
that.
the Captain America timeline is, so, di ba, we are moving in one timeline. Let's call timeline A.
When he went back in time to fix the Infinity Stones,
it made sure that this timeline A is still moving in one direction.
so he just went back to the same timeline.
Yes. Moved back in
But-
the timeline A. He's still in timeline A. He fixed it, everything.
And when you move back, nagiging dalawang tao ka, di ba?
Hindi ka nagiging dalawang tao.
Dalawang tao kasi, Captain versus Captain eh.
Oh, pero hindi ka naging dalawang.
Hindi ka naging dalawa, pero dalawa, two of you exist.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. When he went back in time, his original self still went under, yung nag-freeze pa rin.
Yes, the original
So that's
Cap.
the one that will save everyone,
Yeah,
this whole Marvel universe.
Oo, kasi kaya yung magandang loophole naman dito is that when he goes back in time, wala namang Captain America in the post-frozen Cap eh. Gets mo? When he goes back to see Peggy, hey, sabihin
So
ni
it doesn't
Peggy,
mess up.
oh my God, you're alive. Yes, and I'm from the future or whatever. And si Cap is currently frozen. He's gonna have his own life.
But if that's the case, where does Frozen Cap go?
To the current
Oh, and
story.
then, where does he go? He really still goes back in time to become that second one.
Dito nga pala tayo magtatalo. Yeah. Yun.
That's what happens to him.
Yeah, that's what happens.
And because nga they say time is not linear, it's a loop.
yeah.
So this is all just happening over and over.
Tama, yun pala.
Did you never see hindi pa Inception? Favorite movie?
Interstellar?
Interstellar. Diba that's it? Like everything's just happening at the same time.
Yeah, so parang tama. He goes back. Captain...
Captain A. Which one is Captain A? Frozen Captain?
Huh?
Yes.
No. Let's do old Captain kasi siya yung tumanda. Si tumandang Captain.
Ang hirap diyan because old looks like he's the old one. I mean, parang it's the... So Captain...
Lolo Captain.
Ano ka ba? Okay, fine.
Lolo Captain goes back in time, stays with Peggy, has
And
a
there's-
good life.
And because nga, one of them is frozen, walang conflict na dalawa sila.
Yes.
So okay lang that they
Yes.
live their life. But, so, Peggy's descendants will never exist. So I need to rewatch Captain America to see if integral si Revenge Girl, Emily Van Camp. Minamol niya?
Minomol niya.
Damn, so she will not exist. Kasi granddaughter siya ni Peggy.
Yun nga, again, that's why nga, in fairness to Marvel and how they did it, na they called it out na, daming debate
Or,
on
baka naman,
paradox. And,
hindi naman kinonfirm kung pinakasalan niya si Peggy eh. What if kabitch ni Peggy?
well, again,
I mean, it could have been a Pearl Harbor situation na bumalik siya from the dead and Peggy already had a baby.
I think we should do a time travel episode na lang. Kasi,
Paano kung paano kung granddaughter ni Captain America si Emily Van Camp?
hindi, that's not how
That's
it works.
gross.
That's not how it
She's
works.
also blonde.
That's not how it works.
That's how it works, Jim,
back-
because
nga,
time
so
is
Back
a
to the
loop.
Future nga. Oh, well, whatever. Let's have a separate episode for this. Because one
We're
of my
gonna research that.
two of my favorite movies, Back to the Future and Terminator 2, both are very flawed.
Uh-huh.
And that's the thing eh. That's why nga ang ganda na kinall out na, wala guys, ganyan lang talaga. Ang time travel ang
you
daming.
just have to,
Bahala kayo. And the
suspension of disbelief.
And the way the movie was made, it's not like how Interstellar na, or let's say Terminator nga, kaya maganda rin Terminator. The movie is so good, the flow is so good.
You're
really
not
questioning like, bakit ganon, ganyan. If he existed in the future, then how could he have created blah blah blah.
But I like that we're thinking of these things.
Yeah,
I like
pero,
that.
I like
that's
rin
the
naman,
point of time travel movies, and that's why I love time travel movies.
The thing is, kaya ako sabi, kaya maganda, hindi siya time travel movie na parang. I love the fact na, that's why for me it's a great movie because it's not like Interstellar. It's about, okay, what happened, ang ganda ng mystery, the sci-fi element of it. This one naman was just like, time travel was an instrument used to tell a story.
But kasi ang mahirap sa time travel, Jim, is that it can change everything. That's why if there's time travel involved in a movie, it's a time travel movie.
I disagree. It's not
I
anyway,
really disagree.
The very few nitpicks. Captain Marvel.
Are we not going to talk about Black Widow? Hello.
Oh yeah.
Ang ganda. Ganda nun.
Yeah.
That was really great. I thought it was great na yung Soul Stone that Thanos killed his daughter. And there was no romance involved in the next one. Like, it was Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Yeah.
It was still like a friendship kind of love.
It would have been, that was much better than kunwari if it was her and the Hulk.
Yeah.
Diba?
Ang ganda eh, na it was a friendship and it was really respect and admiration. And they fought pa who was gonna die. Ang ganda. And it made sense that Hawkeye stayed because he had a family and, diba?
Yeah.
And Black Widow just really wanted to save this team, which is her family.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Ganda.
That was a beautiful send off.
Yeah.
And ang ganda talaga na you have to kill someone you love to get that Soul Stone. That's a great,
So.
And there's also a rumor that there's gonna be a low-key thing because nga that timeline of where he disappears.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Meron ring
TV show?
Yeah.
Starring as in...
Yeah.
Oh.
Magkakaroon din ng solo movie si Scarlett. Ay, not si Scarlett. Si Black Widow. It's a prequel.
Not Scarlett na.
I guess not.
Because she kept saying no in all her interviews.
Yeah.
She really seemed like, I'm freaking done. In her interview, I finally watched all the mga, not all, but some interviews after I watched Avengers. Tinanong siya, I think this was Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Kimmel asked them, parang, so is this the last time you guys are gonna be here? And then parang Robert Downey Jr. was being coy and parang, maybe. And then Scarlett like touches Tony's fucking RDJ, and then she says, don't lie to him, we're never gonna be back. Sakta, it was Black Widow and Tony Stark. She kind of, that was a hint.
That sucks. Why did she do that?
She meant like as an Avengers film.
Still.
Yeah.
Okay. Little nitpicks. Marvel, ako wala naman akong problem. I think she had enough airtime. She had a role. Siguro nagkamali lang sila. Well, nagkamali sila in building it up na siya yung talagang magsisave. Like, the paging Captain Marvel. I mean, at the end of Infinity War. Hindi naman.
The build-up was anticlimactic.
Yeah, pero I was okay. I mean, kumbaga, that's why I think doon nagsastruggle ang Marvel eh. Kasi parang, you have all these characters, and
it's hard to find a balance to please everyone and all the audiences, rin.
Yeah, pero more of like, ano ba ang strength ng character na to if she's so much more powerful than Thanos? Diba? Like, that's the struggle of DC, diba? With like, you have Superman.
Yeah, masyadong madali.
How do you make it hard?
Yeah.
How do you make it, I like I think maganda naman the fact na parang in-establish na it's not just this world that needs me. Diba? So parang, okay, she can have her own playground of like impossible villains to defeat, diba? And then, hindi siya laging available.
Yeah.
Yun yung maganda.
Yeah.
So I think that was well established. So I have no problems with
Yeah.
her.
Also, side note, not a nitpick, but I loved the airtime of Scarlet Witch because she deserved that. I mean, fucking killed her lover.
Yeah, pero magkakaroon ng Vision.
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
With Scarlet Witch?
Yeah.
As an Elizabeth?
It's called Scarlet Vision.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Kaya nga, again, so my only nitpick nga is like, which, in fairness, isn't super nitpick. It's like, it's not like how Star Wars is, like, you know, kaya medyo nawawala na yung amor ko. Kasi it just feels like, great marketing campaign. What story can we do para we can build the next franchise? In
so fairness
naman, kahit yun naman ang ginagawa ng Marvel, it doesn't feel that way because the stories are so rich and they're so, you know, they have their own arcs.
There are so many stories to tell.
And there's so much heart in each film and even how they combine these films. So,
that's the challenge with Star Wars. Like, they have to make something new.
Yeah. Kasi kunwari yung Infinity War, in fairness, you could have easily said like, ang core naman ito, parang, oh, okay, I feel bad na namatay si Spider-Man, pero you know that, you know, there's a poster for Homecoming.
Yeah.
Ay, tama ba? Homecoming?
Yeah.
The next Spider-Man movie in, you know, this year. So parang, okay,
Homecoming was the
how
first
am I
movie.
supposed to feel? Diba? Parang, tama. How am I supposed to feel? Na parang, okay, obviously, dinuloko mo kami. Parang, but, again, the movie was just so beautifully done that you just ride. That's why that's the greatness of the Russo brothers na ang dami-daming pwede sanang nakasira ng experience natin, but they're so fucking good. They love their story.
They're really good.
They had a story to tell and wala. They just wanted tas sumakay tayo and we didn't care about everything else. We just enjoyed the ride.
It's really sad that we're not gonna see them again, like on screen together. But we'll always have the movies, and we should rewatch them.
My last nitpick is kasi nga I am gay for Cap. Just wanted him in his beard.
No, but he had to be back to Captain America talaga. But
sana the whole movie
Infinity War Cap is ultimate Cap.
Ultra Cap.
As in black Cap. He was like dark.
Yeah.
Dark Cap.
Yeah.
Talagang daddy. Ooh, whoa. Sorry. Daddy Cap.
Okay.
Yeah, we good?
Yeah, that was a shallow dive.
That was a shallow dive.
Yeah. So, just wait for the next episode. We're gonna do the latest from the episode.